Welcome to this episode of Mugshot Monday with Bill Staxx. How's everyone doing out there? I appreciate you taking the time to watch my show. Shout out to everybody out there. What's going on? Louis the Lion, how are you, man? Pain like Bane. What's up? How are you? I appreciate everyone. So, there's a lot of news today. Whole bunch. Have you guys seen? Before we get started, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. There was a woman and her son charged with first-degree murder at a restaurant. Now, the mom was getting food, and there was a guy in there yelling at her, and for some reason, the guy ended up hitting the woman, and the son comes in and shoots the guy, kills him. So they charge, after he shoots and kills the guy, the son and the mother get in the car and they leave. Yankees for life, how are you, man? Thank you for joining me today. The son shoots the guy because he's protecting his mom. What do you guys think in that situation? Do you think they should be charged with first-degree murder? I'll get you a picture. Maybe I could get the video. I don't know. It might be a little too graphic to play. Oh, I got it right here. Okay. Tacoma mother. Oh, wait, that's a different one. Mother instructed the 14-year-old to shoot the man. That's why they're being charged. But the guy was assaulting his mom. The guy was assaulting his mom. He's in the car. He sees this assault happening. He gets out of the car. He takes his mom's gun and he shoots the guy that's punching his mom. Now, I'm going to play the video for you guys. Stand your ground law? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'll find out what state this happened in. And we'll check if that was even a possibility. Let's get into this video. Fair use.
Bond set at $3 million for the 35-year-old West Pullman mother who, according to prosecutors, got into a fierce verbal argument with a Southside restaurant patron. This was Sunday night while they were waiting in line for food, the situation quickly escalating into a deadly encounter.
During that altercation, the defendant began texting her son.
Cook County prosecutors describing how Carlisha Hood summoned her 14-year-old son, who was out in the parking lot late Sunday night at this Maxwell Street Express restaurant at 116th and South Halstead, and then things started heating up.
The argument between the victim and the defendant turned physical when the victim punched the defendant in the head approximately 3 times.
The store surveillance video capturing the moment the 14-year-old sees his
Red,
mother
how
getting
are you,
punched,
man?
investigators say, and that's when the teen allegedly pulls a gun from his pocket.
The co-defendant fired a shot at the victim inside of Maxwell, striking the victim in the back. As the victim fled, the co-defendant followed him and fired additional shots. The defendant instructed her son, the co-defendant, to continue to shoot and kill the victim.
The 35-year-old Hood, according to prosecutors, ordering her son to shoot another restaurant patron who thought the initial verbal dispute was funny, but the teen wrestling the gun away from his mother.
Wow.
And thankfully, no more shots fired, but the damage was done. The 32-year-old male victim succumbing to his injuries. Mother and son now facing first-degree murder charges and a host of other offenses. We'll have more coming up at 6 o'clock. At the Criminal Courts Building, Julian Cruz.
I understand now why they're being charged with first-degree murder. The reason why is because after the guy assaulted the mother, he started to walk away. And the guy shot him. And the mother kept saying, shoot him, shoot him. There's another guy that was there who was laughing about the whole situation. And the mother was directing her son to shoot him too. So it's all going to play out in a courtroom. And we'll see what the outcome of that case is going to be. Yankees for life. How have you been, man? Red, good morning. This is in Chicago. It's a mess. I know it's a mess everywhere. People are getting bond for different things, like major crimes they're getting bond for. Some of them don't even need to pay bond. They just get out. People are like shooting people and just getting released. It's insane. There are no more repercussions for your actions. Like if you get in trouble for some low-level type stuff, you're not going to get arrested. They're not going to arrest you anymore. They're just going to let you go. And your court cases are going to continue to build. And it creates a big... I mean, I don't know why they're changing the laws like this. I have no clue. But I think it's a bad idea. Really bad. Staxx, I've been good. Brother, I'm great, man. I've been doing really good. You know, I got some different projects in the works right now, and filming is going to start beginning very soon. So I'm really excited. Down here, the biggest crime is meth. So what? There's a lot of drugs everywhere right now. Look at Philadelphia, man. I was there, like 3 weeks ago. Insane. I have a video of a cop sitting in his car while people are using drugs right in front of him. Like they don't care anymore. They don't care about anything. Seems like a lot of the people out there, they're just lost. Major help. They need major help. And I think it has to do with mental health is a major factor in a lot of these cases of people that are on the street. I got some really good interviews that I'm going to be dropping very soon. Staxx, you came a long way. I want nothing but the best for you, my friend. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Staxx, why is your channel doesn't take off? I don't know. Just takes a little more time, I guess. YouTube is not the main goal, you know? It never was the main goal. YouTube's a stepping stone so I can do bigger and better things. And so far, it has paid off quite a bit. I've met some really good people like Chad Marks. Shout out to Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Met a lot of other good people like Red, Yankees for Life, and Louis the Lion. A lot of people. Shout out to Jack. Tons of people that I've met along the way. Different opportunities that I've had. I took an advantage of all of them. And I'm going to continue to do that. So the next case we're going to talk about is the Submarine. Everybody's talking about the Submarine. If you guys don't know, that submarine was lost a while ago. And they knew that it imploded and people were already dead. They had the whole country on the edge of their seat. Like, are they going to live? Air's running out. It was total bullshit. They knew that these people were dead on Monday. Monday. All the news stations, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all about the submarine. Will they survive? It was all bullshit. They were covering up different things that were in the news with this story. So there was, I believe, 52,000 emails deleted from some cover-up that was happening. The military coup that was going on in Russia. What about all that? Where's all that? Like, where's the in-depth story about all that? About the real shit going on? You just filled the news with the submarine shit. Like, what about the kid that jumped off the cruise ship that they never found? Still. He's still missing. What about him? People are crazy. They knew where the submarine was this whole time. They're like, oh, it's missing. They can't find it. It was the same place. The last place it pinged was where they found it. And they found this stuff a long time ago. Monday, I believe it happened. It's ridiculous. And these news stations should all be ashamed of themselves for dragging the family through the shit. And really, they like tried to make a circus out of a story. And that's what they did. What about the corruption in our government? It's astronomical. There's so much corruption that it can't be fixed. It can't. It's ingrained into the fabric of society. It really is. But I got into a debate yesterday with somebody on Instagram, I believe it was. They were talking shit because I dropped a clip of the interview I did with Larry Mazza. And they said, how come you interview some government informants, you're cool with some rats, but you're not good with other ones? And I'll give you the answer to that question. Now, I am not a gangster. I'm not in the streets. I'm not a part of any of that life, right? I am a journalist. I'm here to bring you guys stories. But also, I'm here to ask the tough questions to these people. Like, why did you cooperate? What was going through your mind? What was the main reason behind it? Did you have feelings of cooperating before you did? Different things like that. Certain things people won't ask these people. A lot of people get them on their shows and they're just like, yeah, what did you do? And then they just, yeah. They don't ask them the questions. And then if you disagree with some of them, they come at you like they just lash out at you because they don't agree. You don't agree with something they don't agree with. Well, I'm not here to appease any of you people. I'm really not. I'm here to bring stories to the masses. And that's it. If you don't like my show, start your own show. If you don't like who I deal with, I don't know what to tell you about that. But I don't deal with all the people that cooperated. Sammy the Bull, I think, is a disgusting human being. And I'll never waver on that. Never. And I have reasons behind it. Sammy the Bull ruined his whole character once he cooperated in the way he acts. Like he's still in the street, like he still has some type of power or something. You don't got no power. You're an old, shriveled up piece of shit, man. And you'll never be anything different. Trying to change. Some of them have remorse for the things they've done. Some of them don't make excuses for the bullshit they did. Like Mikey Scars. He's a perfect example. He takes full responsibility for what he did. He doesn't feel good about what he did. But a lot of these people feel good about what they did. And they're like rubbing it in other people's faces. That is the difference. Sammy the Bull. Rest in peace to Alan Kaiser. He doesn't take responsibility for the shit he did. And he never will. Because he's a coward. Just like a lot of people on here. People going after women and threatening people. And then they're trying to set up fights and all this shit. It's never going to happen. People are cowards. They're cowards now. They will always be cowards. And that's the bottom line. Like, how can anyone feel good about about taking a life? Sammy the Bull seems like feel really good about it. I'm a fucking hitman and all this shit. You ain't shit, man. You're a shriveled up, dry, old motherfucker that ain't got nothing, man. You're trying to change the narrative on what happened. Yes, he was a serious guy. He was the underboss of the Gambino family. Once he went like this, all bets off. Done. No good. You're no good, Sammy. I said it on his Instagram. I commented all the time. You are no good, Sammy. You are out bad. They probably still have a contract on his head. He thinks everything's good. Like, people don't remember what he did. And if you say he cooperated because John Gotti was going to make him take the charges. So how come he didn't just cooperate against John Gotti? And that's it. He had to cooperate against 32 other people. That's what he had to do. Crazy, man. Poor excuse for a human. He's trying to make his life have integrity or something. You lost that, Sammy, and you'll never get it back. Especially. Now put the rat and shit aside, right? What about him getting his family involved with the drug business? Now, is that a scumbag move? Some people say, oh, he did it. Yeah, he did that to save his son, right? He was, get the fuck out of here. He got involved to make money, and he was using his rat ass name for clout, like for people to be scared. Sammy the Bull, he'll bury you in the desert. Get the fuck out of here. He had these little kids doing dirt for him. His son, his daughter was involved. His wife was involved. His wife, I heard, is not doing good. I heard she's like on the verges of passing away. My condolences to her and her family. Not to Sammy. I don't give a shit about him or his feelings. But I think a lot of people got duped by Sammy's cunning ways, maybe. And I think they're still getting duped by Sammy's bullshit. He's not a gangster anymore. He's not a hitman anymore. He's a fucking scumbag. I've interviewed Lyle Menendez. Does that make me agree with what he did to his parents? Fuck no. I don't agree with what Lyle Menendez did to his parents. Killed his own mom with a shotgun. Does that mean don't interview him? No, it doesn't. But I'm going to ask them the questions that you guys want to know. And I asked Larry Mazza quite a few really deep, intricate questions. 90% of the gangsters work with the police. You're damn right about that. There are made men right now, wearing wires. And they've been doing it for years and years and years. And you would probably be like, that's not true. Yeah, it is. They have handlers. They go meet up with their FBI contacts, give them the tapes. Every day, right now, right as we speak, they're doing it. Lyle and Eric are paying for what they did. Yeah, they are. But I don't know, man. If you guys didn't hear the interview I did with Lyle, go check it out. Just type in Lyle Menendez chat with Staxx and it'll pop up. I got some more clips to release from that interview. But I asked him, I said, he's like, yeah, the laws are getting changed. I think I got a chance of getting out. That's what he was saying to me. I said, well, what would you do if you got out? And he said he would continue to work with inmates and try to help them. He said he helped a lot of inmates. I don't know. Go check out the interview, though. I'll release some more clips. I got quite a bit. But there are a lot more interviews that I'm going to be dropping. If you guys haven't seen the Andrew DiDonato one, go check it out. Well, they think they're getting out. Hold on, I'll play a clip of it right now. They think they're getting out. When I talked to them, they sure sounded like it. All right, here's a clip. Hold on, let me let the ad play first. Hit that like button, people. Subscribe. Put the bell on all so you get all my videos. I got a lot of stuff that I'm going to be dropping, and you guys are going to like it. I can guarantee you that. No one's going to bring you the content that I'm bringing you. Who else gets phone calls from people like this? Me. That's who. Bill fucking Staxx. Hit the like button, people.
Yeah, obviously we live together, so I live with him. Like,
wow, that's pretty cool, man. I got a brother, and it would be awesome if me and him were in there together. But not saying that I want to be in there, but
yeah, and you can imagine how difficult it would be if you were both in this kind of unusual subculture experience, but in different institutions that couldn't be there.
yeah.
You know, that's pretty painful and difficult, and just an incredible shame. You know, so I always wanted to fix that and get back together, but it just took time to confidence administration to be okay with it.
Yeah, long time, right? 20 years, you said? 20-something?
Yeah, long time. I fought it, too. I mean, I had to, like, you know, there was always obstacles. You know, the Beverly Hills Police Department was like, oh, no, you can't put the brothers together. Like, really? Why?
Really? Why? Hey, 10 views is 10 likes is enough for me, my friend. You know, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. You hear me? But there's a lot more clips of that interview I did with Lyle. Let me see. Maybe I'll play another one for you. Okay, here's the question. Here, I asked him a question. I said, if you got out of prison now, what would you do with yourself? How long has it been now? How long has it been? What? Since they did that? Probably 30 years. About 30-something years. About 30-something, I think, since they did that to their parents. Yeah, I watched it on Court TV too. I remember. If you got out of prison now, what would you do with yourself?
I think I would continue to work with the system itself. I would hope that they would let me come work with the guys in here and continue to work on projects and programs that I've sort of been involved in here. Because I just, you know, I've spent so much of my life here. I know it's just a lot of what I've contributed to. So I think from out there, I could really have impact on the guys in here. particularly younger guys in here. So I would probably still work with the prison. It's just my wife's an attorney; she does fine. So I don't think I need to rush out. Be worried about where my next meal's comes from.
Yeah.
Family can take care of it just fine. So, I would mostly just, I'd probably do that. I think my brother would do something similar, quite frankly, but
Yeah.
who knows, man? I mean, we don't think about what we do when we get out too much. We just go one day at a time.
Bam. There you have it. So there's a lot more clips to go with that. I just haven't released them yet. I have to go through and edit some things up. But I have some more interviews dropping. One of them that I'm excited about is Stephen Gillian. Stephen Gillian. He's a great guy, has a great story, and he's from the UK. He was basically an international gangster, and now he's a very successful businessman, and he's like a mold to kind of what I want to be in my future days. To go from being where he was is a similar situation to where I was, being that despair feeling at the end where you don't know what to do with yourself anymore. And I just want to put good energy out there, and hopefully I can help people that are in the same situation try to get out. If you guys feel like you're hopeless and like there's no other alternative than to use drugs, alcohol, or to do certain things that are less savory, just know that. Give yourself a chance and just try it. What's the worst that can happen? You can always go back to the streets. You can always go back to the bullshit. My life has changed dramatically since I've been on this journey, and I wouldn't change it for anything. And what job did you do before? So I framed houses. I framed houses for 10 years, did siding for 6. And I'm a tattoo artist. And now I edit videos, I host podcasts, and I help change lives. That's my title now. But I used to frame houses. I used to do like heavy labor, things like that. I framed houses for quite a while. When I got out of prison when I was 21, I got a job framing for this guy named Rob. Shout out to Rob. He taught me a lot. He taught me how to read a tape measure, walk walls, layouts, all that stuff. So what happened was I was working for this guy, Rob, for about maybe 7 years. I had a car, had everything. And one day I come into work and we were framing this. It was a neighborhood out in Middletown called Riverbend. And we were framing the neighborhood, and I pull up, and the guy, so there was 2 different framing crews, right? And I worked on one. My brother, my cousin worked on another one. So I pull up, and they're like, you got to work with us today on this crew. I'm like, for what? And they're like, there was an accident. I'm like, what? Now, I've been working this job. It's been routine. I'm making good money. I know my place. I know what to do. I go in. I just do my job, and I go home. They tell me that this guy was a snowmobile racer. He used to race snowmobiles. That's not what happened to him. What's up, Costanza? So what happened was he was on his way to a snowmobile race in upstate New York. The roads were icy. The truck slid off the road and went down an embankment. Started flipping over. Everybody got thrown out of the truck except him. the seatbelt like trapped him in the truck. He got paralyzed from the neck down. Everyone else got broken bones and just little injuries like that. But this guy got really hurt bad, like his spinal cord. I believe it severed it. So they tell me, your boss is done. Like, there's no more job. You got to work with us now. So that's what I did. I went to that crew. It sucked. I didn't like it. And they were having a banquet type for this guy Rob. He taught me a lot of stuff. Especially, I was a young man, I was impressionable. He was teaching me a lot of good things. He was a great guy. Real gun-ho type of guy, no bullshit. And it was a sad situation. His wife ended up leaving him. He had a young daughter. He had a brand new house on a lake, gone. Brand new cars, trucks, brand new business, gone. Everything gone. It goes from being independent, having the world by the balls, to being in a wheelchair, paralyzed from the neck down. And so I had to find my future, Yeah, I can contact him. Matter of fact, I could try to interview him, see if he'll come on my show. I believe he's doing good now. He has a job. I don't really want to say where he's working, but he has a job. And he was a big big impression on my life. But I'm going to reach out to him and see if he'll come on my show. I might as well, right? Matter of fact, I'm going to call him right after I hang up with this. So, after that, I just kept framing houses. But, I was young. I was like 25, 24. Had my kid when I was 25. Around that time, I was really into cocaine and alcohol. Bad, like really bad. I'll show you a picture. I just seen one with my daughter, too. See if I can find it. Here it is. You could tell I have a troubled look on my face. Cindy, how are you? So this was in 2005, I believe. I was 25 years old. And that's my little Poopy. He used to call her Poopy. Yeah, I've never forgotten Rob. And it would be a really good interview if he were to come on my show and tell his story. He's he can still speak pretty well, really well. Still has the same mind, but he used to be funny. He was a funny guy, and he just had the world by the balls, and tragic things like that happen, and it's unexpected things, Life throws crazy curveballs at you, and you have to just figure your way out. But there's ways to make it a lot easier, No, Connecticut. From Connecticut. But the snowmobile race was supposed to be in New York. They say that good people Usually really bad things happen to them. And that's just an example. Let's see what else we got to talk about. How could I forget? One of the biggest cases out there right now. Boosie Badass got out on bond. Totally shocked me. I was shocked. They denied his bond at first, and now he's out on bond. So what do you think he's doing? How does a convicted felon get bond on a federal gun case? Can you tell me that? Where there's clear video of him with a gun in his back, tucked in his waistband. How is that possible? I'll tell you how. Squeak, squeak. Somebody's telling. I'm curious to see if Rob would come on my show. It would make for a great story for him to explain what happened. But Boosie Badass is out of prison. Matter of fact, I got a video. Let's watch this video of Boosie getting out of prison. I did not think. Oh, shit. Boosie Badass's paperwork has been released. Oh, man. Full federal arrest paperwork. Oh, boy. It's getting bad. It's getting bad. Oh, man. Here comes the paperwork. All right, go subscribe to IDN TV. And let's check this video out. Hit the like button, people. Subscribe. If you like this type of content, I bring you all the real shit. And if you don't like it, start your own podcast. Let's get into it.
DNTV. Now we're talking about Lil Bootsy, you guys. Now Bootsy was arrested a few weeks back, and he was arrested in San Diego. Now the police were saying that they spotted him on Instagram and tracked him down with a helicopter after spotting him with a weapon in his pants. Now we're finding out more information about what happened with Bootsy, why the feds picked up the case, and why it's not looking good for Bootsy. We have the actual paperwork involves this federal case, so we kind of peek in to see exactly what's going on with this Bootsy federal case. Now, of course, Bootsy was arrested in state, and looking at the state criminal complaint, it was unsealed by the judge last week, and it says that Bootsy, known to somebody's government named Torrance Hatch, was in a video with a quote-unquote known gang member in which he had a black weapon tucked in his waistband in his pants. Now, like I said, this happened in San Diego, California. They were originally surveillancing that known gang member. Once they seen Bootsy, they pretty much switched to Bootsy's Instagram Live, and they found out that Bootsy was actually carrying, and everybody knows that Bootsy is a convicted felon. He was not supposed to do it. Now, this is when the police...
They keep calling him Bootsy. Hey, Bootsy. That's funny. Bootsy. Hey, Bootsy. You know he's a career criminal, Bootsy.
Police in the local area launched an airborne law enforcement unit to locate the rapper. Once they found Bootsy, the police stopped Bootsy in a black SUV in which they found a weapon, that same weapon allegedly that they're saying that he had on that Instagram Live. Now, initially, Bootsy claimed that his security guard had the actual weapon, but later, prosecutors found that one of the weapons...
Vandersloot, I think he's a dirtbag, man. I think he killed Natalie Holloway, and I think he's probably getting justice They're giving him justice down there in that prison, especially kill the local girl. He's done, man. D Truth, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for joining me today. Get this thing back on here. All right, let's get back to the story. Let's get back to the matter at hand.
In the car matched the same one seen in the Instagram video. Now, it is unclear why the federal charges were filed after the state dismissed this case for Bootsy. Now, Bootsy came to court last week. They dismissed it as soon as
Bootsy. Bootsy. Hey, Bootsy. He keeps saying it too, like Bootsy, Bootsy, Bootsy.
as they dismissed it, that's when the feds swooped in and they actually took Bootsy. Now, Bootsy appeared before a federal judge.
He's doing it on purpose, man. He has to be.
And the decision on a pretrial release, it was denied. Now, Bootsy's attorney criticized the federal prosecutors for their handling of this case, suggesting that they intentionally delayed the charges and disrupted Bootsy's performance during the June 19th weekend. But as of now, I want to show you guys the glimpse of the federal paperwork. It is sealed, unfortunately, and I'll tell you why it's sealed after I read this for you guys. It shows Bootsy's name and it shows who he's represented by. It says the United States of America by its counsel moves to seal the compliant arrest warrant in this motion in the above captioned matter. These documents disclose an ongoing covert investigation. Disclosure in the public record at this time likely will cause targets to flee to avoid. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that basically means that they have an investigation going on. It's an active investigation and it's not just Bootsy.
It's not just
I'm
Bootsy.
feeling like more is to come very, very soon. And the reason that they're holding on to him is either A, they want to keep him in there so he maybe can snitch, or B, a lot more people are going to get arrested and they will unseal that document, which shows everything they have against Bootsy. The next page, it says prosecution destroy or discard evidence and otherwise seriously jeopardize the investigation. Now, this was dated June 13, 2023.
Bootsy, no.
So like I said, they sealed it. It was actually sealed. Now here's the actual arrest warrant. It shows Bootsy Torrance Hatch. It says you are commended to the arrest to bring forth the United States magistrate judge without necessary delay. It shows Torrance Hatch, aka Bootsy, Lil Bootsy, Bootsy Badass. Now this is official 6/13/2023, San Diego, California. So
Yo, he's definitely saying that shit on purpose. The way he's saying that, 100% he's saying that on purpose that way. Bootsy, Bootsy, Bootsy.
I guess it looks like Bootsy definitely will have to wait. I don't think it's just this simple gun charge at the end of the day. I mean, we will see, but I feel like it's a lot more information if they're sealing it and they don't want anyone to get a whiff of what they have on Bootsy and the evidence, the other evidence they have that may incriminate or actually involve other people.
What about Duke the Jeweler? We kept hearing Bootsy's name up in that case quite a bit. So what about Bootsy and Duke the Jeweler? I think conspiracy to commit murder is coming down the line for Bootsy. I think he's gonna be in some deep shit pretty soon.
So now Bootsy is currently being held in custody as he was.
This is a little older video, and I'm gonna play a video of him out. So just to let you know.
Denied bond. The authorities are saying that Bootsy is a flight risk and a danger to the community. Now, since being locked up, Bootsy went to his Instagram, or somebody from his management went to his page, and he's selling his Rolls Royce.
All right, so that is the video of Bootsy before he went to jail. Now let's get the video of Bootsy when he gets out. All right, here we go. We got Bootsy. Bootsy, Bootsy, Bootsy. Get it together, Bootsy. Get it together. North End Stories, how are you, my friend? I'll be up there in the very near future, man. I'm gonna be shooting some of the films, scenes up in Boston, and I need you in some of them, man. I got some major plans for Boston, and I'll talk to you if you got time, man. Call me later, and we can discuss your lead role in my film that you didn't know about. Okay. Just let me know, man. All right, let's get to Bootsy getting released from prison. Here we go. Bootsy.
And a Coke on ice. He's back! He's back! I need a haircut, some neck. He's back! I know my name things like shit, y'all know. He's back! Laugh now, cry later.
Yeah.
I just been released. BT, I need 3 tickets. BT, everybody at BT. Y'all call BT right now. I need 3 tickets. They say I gotta go to BT Awards with my lawyer. I need 3 tickets. BT is right now. BT.
Let's get right on into it. So, Boost.
Go subscribe to this dude's channel, Baritone Bliss. Make sure you guys subscribe. I'll put a link for his channel in the description of this video. Go subscribe. Let's get back into it.
See, Boosie. Boy. Boosie, who was arrested in San Diego last month for allegedly being a felon in possession of a gun, is expected to be released from federal custody following a judge's order Tuesday, granting him bail. Boosie was initially charged by state prosecutors, keep that part in mind, following his May 6th arrest during a traffic stop in the Cholas View neighborhood.
Boosie, no.
He was also in San Diego to film a music video and perform later that night at a Gaslamp Quarter nightclub. According to one of his attorneys, Megan Blanco, just felt right to say it that way, Boosie was prepared to plead guilty in the state's case and was expected to be sentenced to probation. Here's what matters. The state's case was dismissed, and a following court appearance last week, well, he was arrested on newly filed federal charges. Big difference between state and fed. If you don't know, now you know. So Boosie's been in custody.
Big difference between the state and the feds. And it's about 20 years difference. So let's get back into it. Yo, another thing I want to say, if you've never been to the feds, don't talk about it like you've been to the feds. If you've never been to prison at all, don't talk about prison like you've been there. Like you know, motherfucker. You don't know shit. Let's get back to the story.
Ever since, as federal prosecutors stated they needed additional time to prepare for a hearing regarding Hatch's detention status, to quote it officially, so to speak. But on Tuesday, U.S. Magistrate Judge Allison Goddard granted Boosie bail, and if released, he will have to follow several conditions, as you would expect, including no travel outside of the United States.
Let me ask you guys a question. Why do you think Boosie is walking around with that gun like that? What is the reason behind it? Do you think he's really going to pull it out and shoot somebody? Highly doubt that. So what's the reason for him to be walking around with a gun behind his back? He's got security with him. He's got all these people with him. Just try to be cool, man. I think that's the reason. Thinks that maybe it impresses somebody or something. All for show. You said it, man. Probably all for show. He could hire a body. Listen, the bodyguard was right next to him, Red. the bodyguard with a legal firearm is right next to him. So what's the reason for him to be walking around with a gun in his back? It's for show, just like North End Story said. All bullshit, man.
Boosie is expected to appear in federal court next week for another hearing. In that case, Assistant U.S. Attorney Sandor Callahan, argued in court that Boosie presented a danger to the community and was a flight risk, while Blanco argued her client was complying with all state court conditions and made all court appearances while out of custody, which is true. Callahan said that on May 6th, Boosie was seen in an Instagram live video with a gun tucked into his waistband. Let me say that one more time. Callahan said that on May 6th, Boosie was seen in an Instagram live video with a gun tucked into his waistband. And that was the cause of all this. Careful what you post, people. Careful what you post. So police used a helicopter to spot the SUV that Boosie was riding in and stopped it. The prosecutor said officers found 2 guns in the SUV, one in a security guard's bag and one on the seat between Boosie and.
All right, so listen, you heard what they just said, right? I want to show you something. I'm going to show you an interview with Boosie saying what he'll do if he gets pulled over and there's a gun in the car. There's a video of him saying what he will do with that gun when he gets pulled over. Let me see. Where's the interview? All right, 10K right here. Here's one. 10K bounty on the bodyguard's head. Boosie told the bodyguard to take the charge. Or a body bag, the feds claim. So the feds are claiming that Boosie threatened this guy to take the gun or he's going to be in a body bag. So let's get into this video. If you guys like this type of content, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Let's get back to the video.
So the prosecutors, the feds are coming out and they're making some big old new claims against Boosie. They pretty much saying that while Boosie was locked up, pretty much because him, his bodyguard, all of them got locked up together. They're pretty much saying that they caught Boosie telling his bodyguard if he don't take the gun charge, then he gonna be in a body bag. They pretty much said that he would have a dollar amount on his head, and I'll let y'all know what they said that dollar amount was right after the intro. Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man.
Make sure you guys go subscribe to this dude's channel. Let's get back.
Every single video. If it isn't my voice right now, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you get a notification every single time I drop a video. Anyways, so the fans are pretty much coming out and saying they caught Boosie telling his bodyguard that he's going to have a $10,000 bounty on his head if he don't take the gun charge. You already know. Now, I don't know how in the blue hell they pretty much caught him saying that because, I mean, Boosie's a real deal screeching, talking about. So I don't think he'd be saying that over a phone or even in the cell with the guy.
Maybe he has a stalker. Yeah, the feds. The feds are his stalker. Federal government. They want Boosie bad. If you guys don't know, he had a death penalty case once. He beat a death penalty case. Go look into it. Little Boosie was on trial for his life, and he beat that case.
Because he know that, you know, there's microphones in there that could potentially be recording, but somehow, some way, they said that they've got some sort of proof saying that Boosie said he's going to put his bodyguard in a body bag. You know, I'm talking about bodyguard, body bag, bodyguard to the body bag. God dang. So pretty much they just kind of say, hey, man, he playing by the street rules with this all. You know what I'm talking about? But of course, you know what I'm talking about, in one of them interviews, Boosie say, prove it. Man, you know, if it's one thing about Boosie, he gonna fight to the last drop of blood that he got. Like Young Thug Lawyer said, when Young Thug Lawyer said, I'm gonna defend my client to the last drop of blood. Well, that's what Boosie's gonna be doing. You know, so I'm fighting the feds till his last drop of blood. And in this case, the last drop of blood could mean money. Now, of course, you know, they're saying that Boosie's still able to get that bond because, like I said, that judge did reject what they were trying to do, go around him and get another judge. But they're saying now that the bond he's going to have to pay is $100,000. Now, Boosie did come out and say he's already paid like a certain dollar amount, and they still didn't release him. So I guess he's having to pay more than what he actually have already paid. We'll just have to see how it all goes. But this does look like it's going to be an interesting trial. Now, you know, I'm trying to figure out if the bodyguard done flipped on Boosie and told the feds, yeah, man, he said he going to put me in a body bag, $10,000 on my head if I don't take that gun charge, or what? Because I'm trying to think of any other way that they would have been able to have that information. But I guess as time goes on, we will all figure out how they got that information. Let me know something. Coming up below, let me know what you think about this entire deal.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. What are you guys' thoughts? I want to know what you think. What do you think, Boosie? What do you think's going to happen to Boosie? Do you think he's going to go to prison? Do you think he's going to beat the case? Do you think they're going to hit him with more charges? Make sure you comment your opinion. I want to know what you guys think. So, there's a couple more stories. We got okay, here's another story. Everybody out there, I'm sure you might have seen this video of a guy getting his cut taken off his back. So it's allegedly a video of a Mongol ripping a Hell's Angels vest off his back right in the road. So we're going to play this video, and I'm going to tell you guys the discrepancies that people have pointed out in this video, and I want to know your opinion on this one. People have said that it's a fake patch. They said that the Hells Angels patch is fake. Other people are saying, where's the top rocker of the Mongols patch? They're saying that the Hells Angels patch is fake because of how quick the guy just gives it up and drives away. Because someone who is loyal to the patch would never do that. But I'm saying a situation could have happened where it did happen, because it's clearly on video. It clearly did happen. So people can spin the narrative any way they want, but it's on video. Like, we're going to find out what the truth is, I'm sure, very soon. So this Mongol allegedly stops in traffic, walks up to this guy, and rips the vest right off and watch. And then he walks away, turns his back, walks away, and
on May 17th,
he puts the vest in his very fake. You think it's staged? Could be. Could be staged. It could be fake. I want to know your opinion. It's got to be fake, man, because the people that I know who wear patches and all that, they would never let that happen. That type of stuff is not happening. Like, they would fight to the end. Then it wouldn't matter. Even if it was the police trying to take it off their back, they would fight to the end. So certain people pointing out those things in the video, it kind of really makes you think, like, but there's a lot of craziness going on. So another thing, there was a outlaw motorcycle clubhouse caught on fire. There was an arson. I believe it was the Outlaws. We'll find out right now. And we got some more news up there in Canada. We're going to talk about some of the mafia news up there. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you guys like this type of content. And if you don't, too bad. Go start your own podcast. Thanks for watching. Let's get to this next story. A man was charged with arson Saginaw, Minnesota. Authorities are investigating a suspected arson at a biker clubhouse in Saginaw's west side. The fire of 1900 Durant Street, a private club of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club, was reported around 11:10 a.m. on Thursday, June 15th. Callers initially said a generator was on fire near the rear of the building. But when the crews arrived, they found it was actually a leaf blower that was burning. Firefighters pulled the leaf blower from the spot near the clubhouse and doused its flames. Shortly afterward, witnesses came forward saying they saw a person pouring some liquid on the clubhouse's back porch and lighting it. Once ignited, the flames flashed up and went out, the witness said. Investigators found evidence at the scene corroborating the witness's accounts. It appears it had been intentionally set. The fire's origin, adding the criminal element of the probe, was referring to the Saginaw Police Department. Police on Friday, June 16th, arrested a 32-year-old suspect and charged him with first-degree arson. The man was released from jail the following afternoon and has not been charged by prosecutors. The fire itself has not caused much damage to the clubhouse. Which the Fraternal Order of the Outlaw BC has owned since October 2009 or February 2019. The Outlaws Motorcycle Club was established in 1935 in McCook, Illinois. Since then, it has expanded to 41 countries and it has 4 Michigan chapters, including one in Bay City. The Outlaws Motorcycle Club is not a criminal organization. The club states on its website, it is a motorcycle club. We may not live by the rules of society, but we live by its laws. And that's the story coming out of Michigan. Too bad you're crazy, Staxx. think the guy was a fugazi. The other guy knew it like a mofo. Give me that jacket and you'll be wearing it. You're not wearing it right. He put up no fight. No way. Definitely has to be fake. Yeah, but listen to this. What idiot, right? What idiot would go on the internet and buy patches and put them on a vest and then go riding with it? Like riding around with it on. Like, what person in their brain would think that that's okay? Who would think that that's okay? I mean, I've seen the guy with the, what was it? The Sons of Anarchy vest. He had the Sons of Anarchy vest on. And that other guy comes up to him and presses him about it. Take that off and all this shit. It's like, dude, the guy's just wearing a Sons of Anarchy vest. It's like, it's not that serious. All right, man. You ready for this one? This is a really good video. It's funny. You guys are gonna laugh. You guys ready for some laughs? Hold on, let me get it together. Damn it. I gotta let the ad play first. Look what else I got. Got another letter, people. And I'm not going to show you who. But I can tell you this. Somebody from the mafia. Somebody from organized crime wrote me. And I'm going to be doing a whole show about that. All right. Damn article is so long. What the hell? I'm going to be going to the beach soon, hopefully. And I missed the beach. Are you guys ready for this? I got it. Got the video ready for you guys. So let's get into it.
I like your cut, bro. Where'd you get it?
I don't know. My girlfriend bought it for me.
Yeah? You ride any motorcycles? You do? What do you ride?
Harley 2000, V200, 2000.
A V2000 Harley. You ride in a club? No?
Nope, just a group of my friends.
Anyone ever said anything to you about that?
About what?
That vest?
Occasional people here and there.
Anybody on another motorcycle say anything to you?
No, not really.
You should be real careful wearing that.
That's what I've heard.
I should take it from you right now, but it's the middle of daytime. Just letting you know, though, wear that. Because you didn't earn it. There's a lot of people that died to wear patches on the back of their vest. And the Sons of Anarchy one, you're spitting in their face.
TV show, though.
It is just a TV show. And you're riding around on everybody that worked their off for it.
What's your opinion on that? This dude's pressing a guy because he has a vest of a TV show. So what is your opinion about that? Like, do you think he had the right to press him about a fucking TV show vest? Like, dude's girlfriend bought it for him. Dude's not out there trying to act like a badass, just wearing a vest. You know? Maybe he just doesn't know better, you know? Some people just don't. Some people are just that dumb. But if you guys like this type of content, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you could get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad. Oh, yeah. Don't be a bitch. And I'll see you guys later. Have a great fucking day.